One of the greatest hoaxes in journalism is crumbling, exposed. This hoax that the ABC ran as a three-part series on Four Corners.
Tonight, we begin our special three-part investigation into the story of the century, the election of US President Donald Trump and his ties to Russia. Next week, secrets, spies and useful idiots. We'll introduce you to key players accused of being compromised by Russia.
That hoax story obsessed America's media for more than 3 years, with all these fake claims that Donald Trump colluded with Russia to steal the 2016 election by hacking the computers of rival Hillary Clinton and releasing embarrassing emails. He knew all about it. And also that Russia might have blackmailed Trump over an encounter with Russian prostitutes. Well, the media was desperate for this to be true. They pretended it was true, even if they weren't sure it was true. They were gagging for it to be true.
He may be the first president in quite some time to face the real prospect of jail time.
This president needs to be impeached.
You're confident that at least some Trump associates will wind up in jail?
If I was betting, I would say yes.
Well, I think they're all going to end up together in prison.
I'm talking about the entirely legitimate question of whether Donald Trump could be compromised by the Russian government.
Oh, but the poor dears. A year-long investigation by a former FBI boss concluded that there was no collusion, and now a special counsel, John Durham, is investigating how the material behind these collusion claims was put together. And the results so far are dynamite. 3 people already being charged for lying. Now, the claims against Trump came from a dossier prepared by a former British spy, Christopher Steele, whose primary source was Igor Danchenko, an analyst who has now been arrested and charged with lying to the FBI about where and how he got his startling information. I tell you what, the FBI will be feeling like fools because Steele gave them this dossier, smearing Trump, and they used it to get court orders allowing them to spy on Trump's team before Trump became president. But then the 39-page indictment against this Danchenko suggests the claims in this dossier that he provided information for, they were actually built on exaggerations, rumours and outright lies. And it seems that some of the material in it from Danchenko originally came from an operative linked to both the Democrat Party and the Democrats' Hillary Clinton. She actually inscribed a little thank you note in a book to one of the people behind the dossier. Thank you. Not necessarily for the false information, but, you know. So it didn't come from Russia at all, as claimed. And that is one of the charges now against Danchenko, that he lied. And what's more, the British spy who put together this dossier, Christopher Steele, was in fact paid by the lawyers for the Democrats. And it was then leaked to BuzzFeed News in 2017. And that started the whole media feeding frenzy. All those claims that Trump had colluded with Russia and asked prostitutes to do disgusting things. And it seems some FBI agents were only too keen to push this along to take down Trump as well. In fact, Trump's former director of national security said this week that the top intelligence chiefs under President Barack Obama, who was still in office when this dossier was being shopped around, knew from the start it was a con, but just let it run.